I was worried you blowed my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This rare finger for people like them. Oh, no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So my house is trashed, to say it in the nicest way possible. So today we are going to be starting the process of just cleaning every single room in the house. And then on day 2, I want to focus on decluttering and organizing a couple of areas in my home. So we are literally going to be spending the next 2 days doing a massive home reset, from cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and just transforming the space into a neat and organized home. So if you guys are up for some cleaning motivation, make sure to stay all the way through. Put me up on your tablet, your phone, your TV, and clean along with me. You ever have those weeks where there is just so much going on that it's so hard to keep up with life's everyday tasks? I would say that is exactly how this week went. It was crazy busy at work, and then there's so many different things going on at Riley's school, especially since we're nearing the end of the school year, from field day to field trips, and her birthday's coming up. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm staying on top of all of those things, and because of that, I just had no time to really keep up with cleaning and organizing and all of the things. So today I am spending the day cleaning my entire apartment and giving it the much needed reset that it also needs. So my entire thought process in regards to cleaning today was, I figured I would work from the back of my apartment all the way to the front. So starting off with both of the bedrooms, and I decided to just do my daughter's room first because it really wasn't too bad. Just a few things needed to be put away. And I also knew that I was going to be spending a lot more time in here decluttering and organizing her toys later. So I just figured, you know what, it's pretty easy in here to just quickly tidy up before heading over to my bedroom. And I'm not going to say that my bedroom really needed that much cleaning either, but I don't know, I just decided to come in here first.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always.
So my camera actually ended up dying when I started the process of making my bed, but I did want to put a disclaimer out. My room is a bit of a mess, and a lot of that is contributed to doing the little renovations that I have been doing. So I've been moving things around. I've been, throwing on random clothes to paint and all of that stuff. So I think once we are done with the renovation, I do need to do better with kind of keeping up with my bedroom, because I want it to look look aesthetically pleasing. Is it going to always be like that? Absolutely not, because we wholeheartedly live in this house. Like, this is not a model home where things are always going to be put in their rightful place. Like, that is not how I personally live. We have a lived in home. So there is going to naturally be messes. Now, does it need to get this far? No. It definitely does not, but it has just been like moving things around, and I didn't want to put certain things in that corner because I was waiting for the walls to dry, but now they're dry. So we need to make the bed and just completely tidy up. Most of this stuff I am just going to throw into the hamper to get that washed, but I do want to finish painting the rest of the walls hopefully tonight. I'm not going to even film that because it's just the process of painting, which you guys already saw in my previous video. But I do want to keep some clothes out so that when I paint later on tonight, we don't even have to worry about getting more clothes out, because honestly, a lot of the clothes that I have are not painting clothes. But I say that all to say, let's get this bed made. I do eventually want to go to Home Goods. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to do that today, but I want to get new sheets. The sheets that I had before, something happened in the washer and the dryer where I was washing all of my whites and something black got into there and it just messed up all of the whites, and that's what just happened. So I needed to throw those out, but I like switching my bedding out. When these are being washed, I could just immediately put the new ones on. And right now I kind of have to wait for the whole process of, you know, throwing in the laundry, then waiting for it to dry. And I just personally don't like that. I don't know how you guys do. I know some people just keep the same one going, but I do like to at least be able to switch out between the two. But finish making the bed, clean this area up. I'm going to wait to mop all of the floors because I want to mop everything. I don't know if it's the smartest idea for me to mop in here just because I am going to be painting, but I will worry about that later. But I do want to save mopping for the end until I am completely done cleaning every single room.
And up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing.
As I was finishing making my bed, I realized that there was a stain on the duvet cover. Now, there were a couple stains I wasn't really able to get out the last time I had washed it, but this was a brand new stain and I had no idea where it came from. So I decided to actually take that off and throw that into the wash. So that's why you kind of see me like finishing the process of making the bed, and then all of a sudden I decided to take the duvet cover off, and I figured this was the perfect time to start making my laundry pile of all the clothes that I needed to wash from wearing them with painting and all of that kind of stuff. To be honest, sometimes I will just throw something in the wash because it's easier to do that than to, I guess, like fold it and put it away, and I'm pretty sure that's probably not a good habit to do, but it is what it is. Now we're starting to re-put this little corner back together a little bit. There are certain finishing touches that I need to do, but for the most part, I'm able to put everything back. It is actually supposed to be in the 80s next week in New Jersey, so I'm hoping I can put the other AC unit in the dining area, which will then allow me to put my shoes back into the closet. So that will also kind of like help reduce the amount of clutter in here, which I'm really excited about.
You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. We
so now we are about to tackle the space that needs the most help. It's just a mix of a bunch of stuff that needs to be put away, need to clean everything, move stuff around just slightly just to be able to vacuum underneath. The dining area is a hot mess. It's a mix of us working on the dollhouse, and also Riley had a friend over, so you know they're pulling every single thing out. Then we went outside, and immediately from there we had to go and drop her off. So I just did not have the time to clean last night, so today we are going to tackle that as well. I do need to hit my desk area. That's a space I haven't really like organized and cleaned up in a while, so it's literally just mayhem. I would definitely say that these two rooms are the messiest. I got a bunch of clothes that I need to put away for Riley, and that's just like laid up against the entire couch. Thankfully the entryway isn't too bad, but just small items that I need to put away. And then tomorrow we are, like I mentioned, we are going to be like decluttering a lot of these spaces. Today I just wanted to focus on tidying everything up so that tomorrow we can just focus on decluttering and organizing, because trying to put both of them into one is just too much, and I'm not able to manage that today basically. So today we're gonna spend, so right now we're just gonna spend hopefully about 30 minutes cleaning up living room, dining area, putting things away, and then I'm gonna have to make some sort of, I guess, organization with the dollhouse, because I do understand that in this area it is going to be a little bit messier for at least a small amount of time until I completely finish the outside of the house. I'm hoping to work on that either later today or tomorrow. Riley's really excited about it. I was able to build the base earlier today before I went to the gym. And the video that I'm watching, the next step is to work on the attic. So I'll probably do that later today. And then hopefully we can bring the house upright, which will also free up some space, and I can put some of the extra pieces actually on the table rather than having them sit on the floor at the moment. But I do understand that area is not gonna be like clean, but we do need to at least create some type of organization there, because my house can't just look like this all the time until we're completely done with the house, because that's going to take months from the videos that I've been watching, and the cost for this is crazy. But I'm just getting into a tangent. Let's tidy up the living room.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Over here, I definitely have a living room child. I think that is what the saying is, but basically the saying goes that like in previous generations, you didn't play outside in the living room for whatever reason. Maybe your parents didn't want you to get the house dirty. Maybe you didn't feel safe enough. So for the most part, you spent a majority of your time actually in your room. And parents are saying now how their kids want to be around them, and they want to be just like in the same vicinity as them, which then causes the living room, the dining room, the main living spaces to be a lot more cluttered, because that's where, you know, everyone hangs out, and that's where your kids hang out. And I absolutely love that. It really warms my heart. Riley barely ever hangs out in her bedroom. It's more like, hey, you're going to bed. It's time to like lay in the bed, watch TV, or, you know, relax, do whatever. But for the most part, she is in the living room, and she is wherever I'm at, and that just warms my heart.
We may be forced to cause a scene, make some trouble, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my true love, true to love. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this.
All right, so we made it to the final room in the house, and I am not going to lie, I am over cleaning at this point. I don't even want to do this, but I'm trying to power through. I told myself, we started around like maybe 12-ish, and I told myself I was giving myself until 3 o'clock, which is in about 15 more minutes. So we need to hustle and hurry. It's really just putting some dishes away, also just putting things that are just on the countertops away. I do want to wipe down this shelf, and then I do need to, I think, unload and then reload the dishwasher. I cannot run it just yet because I do already have laundry in the washer, and sadly I can't do both at the same time. But at least just having that in there, once I'm finished doing all of the laundry, then I could just flip the switch and then get that going. So that's really about it. I'm ready to go relax, eat something, and also possibly run some errands. When I go to Home Goods, I do want to look for a new runner. Earlier today, I haven't been a fan of this runner in a really long time, and I spilt a bunch of stuff on it earlier today. I did clean everything up, but I'm just figuring if I'm already going to be at Home Goods looking for a new set of sheets, I might as well also potentially look for a new runner as well. But let's stop rambling, because at this point, yeah, we have 15 more minutes before your girl is tapped out. All right, you guys, so today we are going to start decluttering and organizing a couple of areas in my home. And the first place that I wanted to start was with this drawer. It's a mess. I haven't decluttered it and organized it since the first time I had actually gotten these like little organizers off of Amazon. I am obsessed with this standing desk. However, the one thing that I do not care for is how like thin and small the drawer is. It's not really able to hold that much, even though I know this looks a lot, but I want to basically just take everything out, wipe it down, organize everything into here. I know that there are probably some things I need to get rid of, so that's basically what we're going to do today.
How did we end up here in the corner, looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse, no. close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here.
So this one was a pretty quick one, and that's honestly why I wanted to start with this, just bang it out really quick. So less cluttered. I actually have some more space and room here to put other things, but for right now, this is all that I need. You know, pens, little notepads, little sticky notes, all of the things just to help me work and everything. And then this is the large pile of stuff that I need to throw away. And then these are just extra school pictures that I will store with the rest of Riley's extra school pictures. But yeah, throwing all this away, and now we have a nice and organized desk. The next thing we're going to tackle are a couple of these cabinets. Things I can throw away. I didn't even realize this looks to be broken. I don't know if you guys can really see the cracks. Let me turn the light on. If you can really see the cracks, but I'm going to throw that out. I do want to keep the vase. I feel as if I can get rid of those little divider things. I haven't used them in a really long time. A couple of things I can throw away. I think what I'm going to do is put them in a different cabinet. Because this one is so tall, I want to be able to store like our popcorn maker and what else? I think there's another thing that I can store up here that I think would be a better fit, and then put the smaller items into a different cabinet.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow.
All right, so today we are doing some more decluttering and organizing. And as you guys can see, I'm in Riley's room. I want to go through all of her toy bins and really just declutter and organize them. I would love to do toy rotation, but that's going to have to be another day. I really just want to focus on clearing the bins out. I know that there are toys that are like either broken or things that we can actually throw away, but we've just been like throwing them in the bin. And then I figured if we do this now, when it comes time to rotate the toys, because it's been a while since we've done that, it's going to be a lot easier. I'm starting to notice that she doesn't play with her physical toys as much anymore. And I really just think it has everything to do with this generation. They have access to tablets and phones and TVs and all of the things. So my childhood is clearly a lot different than her childhood. I was playing with Barbies until like middle school, but I can't think of the last time she has really touched her LOLs besides like taking them out for a hot second, and that's really about it. Now she will play with her like dolls because she's really into doing hair and all of that kind of stuff, but like her traditional toys, like her play kitchen and all that stuff, she's really not playing with it as much as I feel as if past generations have. So with that being said, I do think that we're able to kind of declutter and donate and throw out a lot more, rather than just like holding on to them just to hold on to them. Now, we're probably not going to be just completely getting rid of like LOLs or her clay or anything like that, but the goal is half of them don't have heads, half of them she's like colored or redone them, half of the shoes don't have like pairs. Why are we holding on to this? At this point, we might as well get rid of those, and then that should help cut down on the clutter and the mess. So today I'm just taking it very easy. I'm not feeling my best, so I figured if we start with decluttering something that I can kind of just like sit down and go through is probably going to be the easiest. So let's get started. We're just going to be focusing on these 4 bins. Like papers, doll stuff, clay, all of that kind of stuff. Some bins are going to be a lot easier than others, but we're going to start with the LOLs because there are just so many little tiny pieces, and I feel as if that's the one that we have the most. I feel as if that's going to be the one that is going to take the most amount of time.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us. Please don't give up on me. At least give me a try. 'Cause you're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing that I've ever had. You're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing. 'Cause you're the
All right, so I formed like small little piles of stuff. This is going to be all of like the clothes. These are just going to be accessories, shoes, and then these are all of the dolls that don't have a body or a head. These are the dolls that have a head and a body, and then those are going to be all of the water bottles and stuff like that. These are items that we're going to throw away. Some of them are broken, some of them are just duplicates. These are things that need to be stored somewhere else or potentially maybe thrown away. Like this can go to throw away, this can go to throw away, so can this and this. So what I'm going to do is to use these stackable like storage bins to put all of the things together. And as I'm doing that, any shoes that don't have a pair, those are going to be thrown away. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the bodies because she likes to be artistic and all that stuff. I love that. However, that might just be stored in a little baggie and say, hey, here you go, because I don't know what you want to do with these. These are going to be stored away in the bin. I do have some LOLs, some OMG moms, some, I think these are Rainbow High. It's just a mix of kind of stuff. And then I'll put all of the water bottles together as well. But this is what we are working with. The bin is completely empty, but now it's time to kind of go through and actually organize these bins. I have no idea how many times I've done this. And it is a little bit of a job to kind of go through all of this stuff, but we're going to try and make sense of it as much as we can. One thing I will say when it comes to children's toys is it takes a while to really just declutter, organize everything, and clearly the smaller the toy, the more time you have to invest in decluttering and organizing them. That is one of the reasons why I absolutely am obsessed with these like stackable bins, because it allows you to take all of these like smaller little pieces and somewhat organize them. I remember when I was younger, I literally just had a huge tub that I just threw all of my toys in, but with these it allows me to actually get a better sense of what is actually in them. So I actually have two of them. I keep one for LOLs because all of their small pieces, and another one for Barbies. I can't really think of any other small toy that she might have outside of the little like Polly Pockets that I could also store these, that I could also use them for. But using the stackable bins and also these clear bags has really helped when it comes to organizing her toys, especially when we started toy rotation.
Let me stay there for a while. I feel it now when I see that smile, like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul, and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know. Some things change, are lost and found, or gone forever. But this is what you are to me, like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul, and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
All right, so this is what we are left with. These are all of the shoes that don't, like the doll shoes that don't have a pair to them. This one she showed me literally the other day. She found it at her dad's house, the pair. So I'm going to just put this off to the side for right now. And then these, I want to see if maybe the other pair is also at her dad's house as well. And then these are most likely going to be things that I'm going to throw away, like all of this stuff. This is actually a Lego. Like some of these items are actually like they don't belong in any of these bins, so I'll either put them in their rightful place or throw them away. This actually can go into her little caboodle with all of her hair stuff. Now, I already explained that these are the dolls that don't have bodies or don't have heads. So I'm going to have her tell me which one she wants to keep, and then we will store them back into the bin. These are some pair of shoes that don't have pairs to them. So I kind of want to see what she has at her dad's house first before completely throwing them all out. If we can't seem to find it, then they're all getting thrown out. It's really that simple. And then this is something that I'll probably just like donate. She doesn't have a small enough doll that she can really use this for. So I've never seen her play with it since we got it. And then we have all of these items up here. This is all stuff that I'm going to organize in her caboodle. This is basically all things hair stuff that she does and uses for her dolls down here. So I figured any hair stuff, like the bonnet, the little like thing to do like buns, a brush, all the things that have to do with like hair stuff should go in here first rather than just stay in this bin. But for the most part, we have everything all organized. We have everything put back into the bags. Here we at least, you know, it looks a whole lot better than it was before. This is what we're looking at, and this is honestly the cleanest one of them all. But yeah, finally was able to organize everything, and I would say that we got rid of a majority of stuff. This is just a bag of like trash of things that I had put in here as I was going through all of the bins. The next area that I want to work on is this specific cabinet. Now, it doesn't look horrible, I will say that, but my goal is to be able to fit at least all the sheets and possibly the towels, you know, maybe closer together. If I can get them all on one shelf, I think that would be great. I do know that I need to go through like these two bins. I probably could even get rid of some like lashes and stuff, but I do hold on to some of them because Riley's a girly girl and she's like, oh, can you save these for me? So it's like whatever, I hold on to some stuff for her. I do need to go through this bin. It's basically just like my like waxing stuff. So I want to go through and just declutter some stuff. As far as the sheets and the towels, there's no more that I need to declutter. Like I have the bare minimum when it comes to a lot of this stuff, but everything else I should go through the bins because it's been a while. Even just like all of my like travel stuff, I know that there are things that I can get rid of there.
Wish me the
This is the finished look. I was able to get all of the sheets on the bottom row, and then in the center is going to be, you know, any extra toiletries, things like that. I was a little bit scared because I did need to get rid of the big bin that housed, you know, all of my like waxing stuff, but thankfully I was able to fit that over to the side. And then we do have a ton of space up at the top. I am going to be throwing in a load of laundry for some towels, so that will eventually fill up, but overall it looks a lot more neater, and I was able to get rid of a bin's worth of random stuff. This stuff I want to put in a separate bin that we have. This is actually some hair conditioner, so I might just even use it this week because I actually need to wash my hair. Probably should do that today, but I have that. And then this is actually just like a little like sewing kit, which I think I probably should put somewhere because I honestly always forget that we have this. And then these are some like light up stuff that I think I'm gonna put in the cabinet that has all of our like electronics and stuff. Riley doesn't take a bath anymore, but we were using this when she was taking a bath just to make bath time a little bit more fun. But I think we could also use this in her room and maybe have like a disco dance party, something fun like that. All right, you guys, so I'm going to end the video here. We were able to get so much stuff done. I was able to clean every room in my apartment, also declutter and organize certain areas that I've been putting off for a while. Now, don't get me wrong, we definitely have other areas that need to be decluttered, but I'm just proud of myself of how much I was able to get done and the fact that we were able to give my home the much needed reset. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next Saturday in my next video. Bye.